Today is Wednesday and it is the longest day of the year today, summer solstice, and it may well end up being the hottest day of the year. We are over in the UK here, we are in a mini sort of heat wave. I'm sure by the time you guys are watching this video the heat wave is over. I'm sure we're back to being wet and miserable again, but yeah, it's been really hot since sort of the weekend, and yeah, it saps the energy. I'm not going to complain about the weather because I do like it when it's nice and warm. I do like it. I'd just rather not be working in it. Monday was a roaster, really hot. I had a ride on mowing job that I did most of the sort of afternoon, and yeah, I just cooked, just absolutely cooked. Yesterday was a bit of a mixture of a day. It was bits of weeding. In fact, the weeding jobs are coming quite handy because a lot of the weeding jobs I can find a shady spot and just sort of sit under the tree and try and chill out a little bit. But yeah, yesterday was a bit of a mixture of a day. There was a few mowing jobs, a bit of a weeding job here and there. And today is a bit of a mixture. I'm still all over the place at the minute. My schedule is all messed up because we lost the contract for the old people's place. We're still going there at the minute. We've got one more visit next Tuesday, and that will be it. But because we've still got that one on, I've been taking more and more work on, thinking that once that job is finished, I can then put all these new jobs onto that Tuesday. The problem is that until that Tuesday's finished, I'm sort of trying to cram everything into, you know, the days I've got. So things are busy at the minute. Work-wise, I've not really spoke to you for a while like this, but work-wise, I think this is the busiest I've ever been work-wise. I'm being ever so picky with the jobs I've got. So the adverts have been very good that I had out. My adverts came out start of May. In fact, there's another advert that's going to come out at the start of July. But no, they've been very good. Not as good as last year, I must be honest. They've not quite pulled in as much work as last year, but I think that's to do with the weather. Last year, May, was perfect for grass cutting and everything. It had been really wet in April, and then May came along and it was really nice and warm. And yeah, my phone didn't stop ringing all the way through May. This year's been a little different. It's been a bit sporadic, and because I've been picky with the jobs, when I say picky, I'm not being overly picky. It's just a couple of the hedges I've gone to look at. You know, the people have phoned me say, oh, the hedges, they missed the last cut last year. Could you come and have a little look and get them back under control? And when I get there, they've obviously missed like the last 3 or 4 cuts of the year, because they are they're massive. I'll go there and think, Christ, you know, they're just out of control, and I'll just think, well, I can find something easier to do than that. So I'll let somebody else have a go at that. But no, been very busy. I'll say this week though has just been roasting, really roasting. And I'm not going to give you any sort of tips to get by in the hot weather, because we don't really get that much hot weather over here. We have a few days here and there, and we all moan about it, and then it rains, and then we moan about the rain. But a couple of things I do when it's really hot like this. So every morning before I go to work, I'll cream up, get my sun cream on there and then, so I can make sure I've got at least a good base layer of sun cream on before the day starts, because there's nothing worse than getting halfway through the day and thinking, oh, I forgot my sun cream, put my sun cream on. And I hate it when you're laid in bed that night and you can just sort of feel you've caught the sun, and you just feel the radiation sort of piling out of you. So yeah, I always cream up in the morning, make sure I've got everything sort of covered up. There's going to be seeing the sun all day, arms, face, neck, all the rest of it. Hat, always got a hat on the go, that'll be on as soon as I get out. And drinks, I've got 2 drinks. I've got about 3 litres of juice today that I should get through. So yeah, oh, and a big tip for me for cooling down in the evening lately, you want to do what I do. Yeah, so Monday our hot water boiler broke down, And say today is Wednesday. Our plumber is coming today to have a little look at it. But yeah, Monday morning, I get a text from the missus. Got no hot water, so obviously I'll get home that night. Horrible, sticky, dirty, dusty. I need to have a shower. The missus has gone round to friends, like the neighbours, to sort out her and the kids. I'm like, no, I'm a man. I'm a tough man. I will have a cold shower. I can do this. I've been out in the hot all day long. It's no trouble. Get in the cold shower. Oh my god, I was like a little baby chicken. I was freezing. I was sort of running in, quick. It was terrible, but it really did help me. It cooled me right down. But yeah, I thought I would be quite tough like that. I thought I'd be alright to have a cold shower. No, not at all. And yeah, the last couple of days I've just done the same. I've sort of really struggled with these cold showers. But hopefully by today we can get some hot water and we'll be back to normality. But yeah, if you ever want to cool down in the evenings, just have yourself a cold shower. I wouldn't do it through choice, but I sort of had to do it. So today we have a bit of a mixture of a day again. I don't really know where I'm sort of starting. The first job is like a weeding job, and they've got builders in, and the builders, they all turn up in different cars, so they take up all the room in this driveway. And if last week I had to miss a visit here because I just basically could not park the car anywhere. It could well be the same again today. If it is, I'm going to just turn straight round and go off to a different job. I don't have the time to be messing about, but I don't like leaving the van sort of halfway down the road. And this place is like country lanes. I'm not sure if you can see out the window, but there is nowhere else to park the car. If I can't park on a drive, I cannot park it in the lane or in the road or anything like that. If I can't park in the road, if I can't park in a drive, then it's basically it. I can't park. So anyway, I'm going to give you a bit of a glimpse of on and off jobs today. A lot of it be mowing. I've got the Hater 41 on today, and yeah, we will I've got a new job as well this afternoon, which I will show you some of, hopefully, if that goes to plan. Not sure how that's going to go, but I'm hoping it goes well. So anyway, let's see how Monday gets on. See, that's how fried my brain is at the minute. It ain't Monday, it's Wednesday. Now this day ended up being a load of mowing for me. Every job, apart from the very first one, which was the weeding job. And yes, I did get into the weeding job. The builders hadn't turned up yet, so I got in there first with the parking space. So I managed to get a job done there. Now a little bit of an update with the Hater mower that I'm using here. This is the Hater 41 Pro. It is now my mower. I brought it when the offer came through from Hater. They said they would knock a bit of money off the price for me, and I decided to go for it. I wasn't really looking for a new mower this year. I've got two Honda mowers, as you probably know if you've seen any of the videos in the past. This is now 3 mowers I own, and adding another mower, I'm hoping will give all of my mowers now like a longevity. I'm hoping it will extend the lives of all of my mowers that I use. This week has been all Hater mowing. Every job I've been on, I think this week I've been using this mower, so I am really putting it through its paces, and I will keep you guys up to date on anything that goes wrong with it, anything I tend to not like with it, anything I do like with it. I will let you guys know in future videos. At the minute, in all honesty, it's no different really from the other mower that I have with the roller on the back. I've not really noticed much difference, which for me is good because I really like my other mower. My other mower with the roller on the back is it's a Honda HRX. So I've got no real new things to say about the Hater. It's been a real good addition to my mowers, and yeah, as I say, I will let you know in future videos how I get on with it. I suppose one thing I could add about the Hater mower is that recently I've taken it to my repair guy just to do the oil for me and, you know, sharpen the blades, that sort of thing. And he was ever so excited to see me roll off the hater. He hadn't actually got his hands on one yet, so he gave it a good all once over for me and looked at everything, and he said that Hater have made some massive improvements to this mower. He went on a load of different technical things which I have no idea about, but he was really impressed with it, and whatever he says for me is good enough. Hot and bothered. So I've done 2 jobs now. I'm on to the 3rd one of the day, which is the new lawn that I've picked up. I will try and show you some of it. There's a bit of history with me in this place. Just turn the air conditioning down a little bit. So about 16 years ago, 16 years ago I suppose, me and my boss at the time, I built these brick piers. I'm not sure if you can see them out there. Back in my building days, yeah, we built those. So this new property is a weekly property, and it's made up of 2 different parts. So one week I cut all the close lawns, so the front lawn, there's a little bit around the back I do, and on the second week I will cut all the front lawns, and then there's a sort of section out the back which is a bit like a field. It's not a field though, but it's a bit of a rougher grass that they want me to do that every fortnight. So this day turned out fine. The first mow was no trouble at all. I always find on the first mows, you know, you have to find all the little nooks and crannies, things to watch out for. I have been round and trimmed everything before. I haven't shown you it, but I did go around and trim everything around the front here. There's a big section out the front of the gates that needs to be trimmed. The one thing I did notice about this lawn is it is extremely mossy. I don't really know why. I would say the shade would have an effect on it. I think the grass has been mowed enough in the past. When I spoke to the customer here originally, I asked him how often he wanted me to come in to mow, and at the time I was having a conversation with the old gentleman that lives here and his son, and I was asking the old gentleman, how often do you want me to come in to cut the grass? And he said, oh, if you could come in 3 times a week, that'd be great. I said, well, I'm really sorry. I said, I won't be able to come in 3 times a week to cut the grass. And his son looked at him and said, look, Dad, we can't do that. He said, maybe you'll just come in weekly, cut the grass once a week. So I don't know why the grass is so mossy. It's been fairly dry the last few weeks, but I couldn't believe how yellow this lawn looked. I in fact even tried to take a picture on Instagram, and it just looked so yellow. I didn't even bother posting it. So, but no, for a first cut, I was very pleased how this one turned out. The gentleman didn't bother me at all. He left me to it totally, gave me a wave when I got there, and that is perfect for me customer-wise. I don't want the customers coming out and trying to add on to the jobs. So no, very pleased. So another great thing about this new job is that the customers are after me to do a lot of hedge work for them. It's not at the minute. At the minute I've just told them I'm just far too busy to do it. So we have come to an arrangement that in the winter time I will be bringing all these hedges that you see down under control a little bit more. As you see here, this one on the left is very tall, and they want everything brought down to sort of a more manageable height. So it's great to know that there's some winter work here for me when I need it. And that is, as I say, sometimes you don't think about the winter time when it's like this and you're busy, but you know, I need to stay busy all year round. So for me to have already booked in a few winter jobs is happy days. So I didn't do overly too much filming at this new job for you guys, just because it was the very first time I was here. I didn't want to sort of be walking around with a camera all day. So this one is all done. I do have one more job after this, and I didn't film it, but you've seen it before. It's all done. Last one of the day, finished off. Only done the front. We'll be back on Friday to finish off the back. So yeah, done that far side, middle section, this side here, and yeah, I am done. Well and truly done. I am exhausted. As you can see here, 2 empty bottles, 3 litres of juice today. Got through that, absolutely no trouble. That hair. So I'm going to go home now and have another cold shower, and then air conditioning. Yeah, so I know it's hot and I know it's uncomfortable, but what I like to remind myself on days like this is one day, not too far off, it'll be cold and wintry, and it'll be snowing and icy, and we'll be calling out for days like this. We'll be remembering back to days like this. So try not to complain too much about the weather. Man, I am done today, well and truly done. Take care guys, be good. I will see you next time.